Well, now, it's 3 a.m. Let's see if we can get something accomplished today. First thing on the agenda, unhook the VT from the 360 and go get the disc gripper hooked up. Well, Cam showed up a good hour earlier than I thought he would, so he's going to take that. I'm going to start working on the computer on the 245 that's hooked up to the drill, and then unhook the drill, hook up the land plane. Whew. Forgot my gloves. Oh, you can't even see that. You can see it up there. I forgot my gloves in the tractor, so I came down here. Good thing I did though. I see a few adjustments he needs to make. Okay, I believe the computer for the drill is good to go. So what I'm going to do now is unhook it. One thing that's really pissed me off about this planter, and we're talking a brand new $100,000 planter. They physically couldn't have made the hydraulics any shorter. Those lines are stretched to just reach. How stupid is that? Okay, I think we're doing something. You know what's really fun? Learning how to use an implement you've never used in the dark, and then also having to program it, because I could not for the life of me find what it was programmed under in the computer. But I believe it's working. I can see the hitch right there at the 3-point right there is floating, which is what it's supposed to do. That's how it actually does work. So that way it's not moving with the tractor. God, I hope this is working, because if not, I'm going to be pissed off that I'm wasting my time out here tonight doing this. It's going to be okay. It's working. It's working. The one thing I'm seeing that concerns me, and I know it was a concern of Bart's when he was running it, the tire track you can kind of see right there. So the tires, can't see anything back there. The tires that are back there kind of acting as the stabilizer, so it's not just gouging in. They have to have pressure on them, obviously, to carry some weight. Well, in doing so in a soft field, you're going to leave a tire track. So that's a little concerning. As for operation-wise, I'm liking it so far. I've made like 6 rounds. The hardest part to get used to, though, is rewiring my brain, because I'm used to any time I'm doing field work, taking big turns, because it's a trailer following, so you have to swing wide to make that cut in like it should. This thing is attached to me. I've got teardrops everywhere from my turns because I'm taking too big of a turn, trying to wrap my head around the fact, oh no, you got to turn tight because that is stuck to you, so it's swinging with the tractor rather than acting like a trailer and dragging off to the side. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go back and forth. Cameron so far got the tractor running. We'll see how long that lasts. Seeing as I just got a Snapchat, it's probably him saying it broke down again. Now that the sun's coming up, I can see why I couldn't see very good. I don't know who cleaned the windows, but they must have been in a hurry. Back window, you can't see anything because of the dust. Yeah, but what I can see, this seems to be doing all right. The thing that is killing me is the sprinkler tracks. See those weeds? So because we don't rip through our sprinkler tracks, it allows a barrier there, you know, or a strip there where something can grow. They came in and VT'd this, and I mean, they VT'd it to 8. This 245 is working pulling this thing. because it is so soft out here. Which makes me believe this was the 1,000,000% right idea. Because our no-till drill and how much it weighs would just sink out here and be a plow. But the problem I'm having, see like all that thistle right there? A lot of it is not actually cut off from its root. So as I drag across, it'll snag and pull. And the root system on those are friggin' deep and big and wide. And so as it snags it and pulls, all of a sudden I'm plowing a trench back there and you can't see it and you can't do anything about it. Unfortunately, I might have to do this a second time. Which will actually be better because then the tire tracks won't be a problem from the float itself. Because when you hear the engine pull there turning, oh yeah, look at that. There's a couple of gouges and another gouge. Yeah. Yeah. It's just, it's one of those things. And I'm still struggling with my turns massively. Yeah. See where it's darker there? That's because it's gouging into the ground quite a bit deeper because it's pulling roots. Yeah, I might have to do this a second time, which it's only 6:30. I've got all day to do this field and another one, which Cameron is working right now. He's ripping it and then has to cold pack it before I even can do anything. So I might do this a second time, just try and fix it. If you're gonna do it, might as well do it right. I was looking through some video clips and I realized something didn't get recorded. I don't know if you can see that faint glimmer of light, and it's gone behind the shed. So Cameron was ripping when I was headed down this way with the land plane or float. I'll use land plane, float, back and forth. Same thing when I'm talking about this. Otherwise, there's a big difference between a land plane and a float. Anyways, he got derated for a exhaust code. That tractor is pre-def, but it's got all the crap in the exhaust, you know, all the particulate filter, stuff like that. Never had the code before. He got derated as I was going past. And then I was also commenting on how it was a bad start to the day. He got derated. I had a tire smoking because my 3-point moves just enough. And I think this right side tire is a touch closer than the left, because 3-point's always hitting the right side tire. I don't think it's ever hit the left. But, so I was joking about it being a bad start to the day. And then when I got here, he got up and going. So that should clarify what I was talking about earlier. Or make it more confusing. Either way. Well, this is familiar. So Colton's running my chopper today so I can kind of get tillage going and hopefully be planting wheat by the end of the day. But I finished, or I stopped floating, I should say, to come help get the choppers ready this morning. And then Colton had to run at 9:30 real quick for an appointment. So I just kind of dinked around the shop doing a few odds and ends. Came over here to run this. So as soon as he gets back, let's back to float. By the way, this sucks doing this. If it was all good or all bad, it'd be fine. But this good, bad sucks. And before you ask, no, I'm not talking about somebody else's field. This is one of our fields. Alright, it's back to Colton Circus. I'm gonna get back to field work. I think I could see more before the sun came up. But so here's a prime example of why I'm doing this. There's a pretty good pull there from weeds whenever I went across that old track. Can't see it at all in the dust. Either way, I can feel this tractor kind of rock. So I think a second pass was definitely a great idea. I'm just gonna say it was a great idea. Yeah, you can see there's all kinds of holes and stuff there. I'm bouncing. Hopefully this makes it nice and pretty. So next year, when the crop is better, slide across here like butter. Or it'll suck and it'll go really fast. So it'll be smooth. On to field number 2, and we got a little shower popping up. I could throw a wrench in the plan. Either way, this field is in a lot better shape right now, so it should only need done once. The last one took forever because I had to do it twice with a 3.5-hour break in the middle. If I never explained what this thing is, it is a Schmeiser, I believe is how you say it, land plane. It's got a floating hitch here by the 3-point, and then the wheels on the back for all its stability, and then this giant blade is just designed to level the field. So you can see unworked, worked, unworked, worked. Yeah, it made the last field a bajillion times smoother, but I had to do it twice because of lots of problems with the field and with me not knowing how to run this. Turns out you shouldn't run a piece of equipment for the first time in the dark and when it's so dusty you can't see anything. It doesn't help your case. Alright, now for the next task. Done floating, land plane, whatever. Got it unhooked, got the drill hooked back up. Aaron got the seat tender loaded for me earlier, so now I'm going to go load this up and get the first field hopefully. Wasn't a big rush, but it looks like the rain, at least for now, is going to stay north unless one of these guys fires up, so gotta hustle. Oh, and it's 4:30. A little over 13 hours in on this day. Drill's working beautiful. Tractor, on the other hand, has one flaw that drives me nuts. Watch this 3-point when I put it in reverse. Just all the way up. What the hell causes that? Deere told us it was the draft control sensor was bad. So they came out, took 2 of them to do it. They came out and changed it. Charged $1,000 between parts and labor. And still doesn't. So what the hell causes that? See, now it goes down. And then when I go to take off, it'll slam into position. And if I turn my draft control up, when I go to back up, it'll slam all the way down and rip the hydraulics out. So I figure coming up and risking it pulling out of the 2-point is better than taking a chance of seriously screwing up the hydraulic system. Because it's not just pulling the hydraulics out straight. No, it's pulling them out down. I'm worried it's going to screw up the housing. So I don't know what the hell to do. Any of you guys know what that is? On a positive note, wheat is going in the ground. We are officially starting our 2023 crop right now. Hard red winter wheat. And the joys of floating means dirt's going to blow. That's how you do it right before water turns on. This will be irrigated by this time tomorrow night. But we bought this drill a year ago. We need it bigger because we're getting a lot of pivots and we got to be able to cover the acres fast. Man, my float did not exactly make this as smooth as a glacier. The thing I really like about it is the black hose there that's coming up over the 3-point. I don't even know where I'm pointing on camera. That is what's called an isobus. It's a plug-in about that big around. I plug it in there and it makes everything I need show up on this screen. What's handy about that is we can hook this drill up to any isobus tractor and be planting instantly. Our last drill, we had to have about 2 more of these giant things coming through here, run through all these loops, and then there was a dial here. And all these, it was a cheap setup. I didn't like it. Nice part about this is it's all computerized, which means I'm usually the one who has to set it up. Because everyone else gets frustrated with computers way too easy. But what's nice, if I wasn't planning, I could hit some of these buttons that are grayed out. All I have to do is hit controller setup. Say it's next spring, I'm ready to start planting oats. I hit controller setup, hit the oats, done. Because the oats is already entered and calibrated. Now, that says I'm planting right at 100 pounds. I don't know if I am. Because I'm not the one who set it up, it's on a different slot width than usual, which is the opening at the bottom of the box. And the calibration number, which is what you put in after you run a calibration, collect the seed, weigh it, tell it how much it weighed, and it'll give you a number to type in. The calibration number that was entered was no longer a customized one, it's the standard one that it says to start with, before performing a calibration. So because he didn't know what he was doing, and don't blame him, I mean, if you have never done it, you don't know it. But because he didn't know what he was doing, this is no longer calibrated, so I have no idea what we're actually planting. So we weighed the seed. I have enough seed for 85 acres. Hopefully I don't run out trying to plant this 32. So the storms I was talking about have kind of moved off. But remember how I said go watch clouds that were building? Yeah, this might become a race. I gotta get over there. According to this, well, according to this, I'm already halfway done. I don't know. Oh man, the race is on. Got drops on the window. The rain is right there, and oh. So we're probably not gonna get nothing. Maybe a light dusting. Somebody over there is getting a nice shower, but not us. Oh well, got the field done. That's all that matters. 31 acres in the ground. Oh, guess what time it is? Fuel time. Everyone is scattered in every direction, so there was never a chance for somebody to deal with fuel. But as you can see, that is empty. Both cutters are empty. So I'm gonna sit here, catch up on the sports day on my iPad while that fills up. What is it? It's 8:30? I can't do the math. Figure 3:15 to 8:45. However many hours that is, that's how long I've been here. Talk to you guys tomorrow.